What's up, YouTube? What's up, humans? DC White Boy back, coming at you with Master Bait Company. This is where we get all our lures from and all our tackle from down here on the Outer Banks, y'all. Master Bait Company. Okay, then. Let's go to part 3, y'all. Caught but trying to eliminate a child rapist, part 3. Okay, I'm going to run you a quick recap. Part 1 and part 2, got a phone call. Time to go looking for a dude that the police couldn't find, raped my daughter's sister. Okay, I got him. I snatched the boy out broad daylight, took him on a high pursuit chase. Police behind me. Y'all see this in part 2. We get down. They get me, and I bail on them. They catch me in the trailer park. Blase. They get me down to the police station. I got females out front, 2 groups of them. I got a $50,000 bond. They're arguing over who's going to get me out. So I ended up getting out on the $50,000, which was only $5,000. And I had a bondsman already. I'll tell y'all something right now, y'all. If you're out there playing in the game, before you buy a pair of tennis shoes, a new T-shirt, or anything else, when you start getting money, you better put away. There's 3 things you got to put money away for, y'all. Bondsman, lawyer, re-up. Don't understand. Don't mess none of them monies up. Not your re-up money, not your bondsman money, not your lawyer money. And let me tell you something. It ain't nothing like getting arrested. It's the worst feeling in the world, but ain't nothing like getting arrested knowing I'm coming right home, I'm getting right out. We'll deal with it with the lawyer, blah, blah, blah. So y'all remember that stuff. So anyways, so I get out on this bond right now. Now we're talking lawyer now. That's $5,000 to get out of 50. So here comes the lawyer time. That's $16,000. I got the president of the Maryland Senate, Mike Miller, God rest his soul, best lawyer that I ever known in Maryland, period. I don't care who they are. So anyways, bought him a couple Cadillacs, y'all. So anyways, this was like $16,000. I think I started off at like 20, but he actually gave me a break, man, because of the nature of the calls. Either it was 16, he cut me down to a 12 or 11, or it was like 20 and he cut me down to 16. I really don't remember at that point in time. I had money. So anyways, so by the time comes to court now, okay, let's back it up a little bit. The victim of this, her granddad was a prominent lawyer too in Calvert County. So I could have got represented for free. Loved the guy, great guy, George Blumenthal. Okay, he might not be with us no more. If not, God rest his soul. Okay, y'all. But he was a great lawyer, and so I had to come to him now, mind you, and I had to say, look, man, I really feel bad having to look you in your face and tell you that I've turned you down, and I got to go pay Mike Miller, $20,000, 15, 20 grand. And he goes, I understand. I said, but with my record, it's a little different than my co-defendant, because I'm cutting him loose anyways. He don't have to worry about nothing. I'm cutting him loose. He's done. He don't know what. He was just along for the ride. Y'all know how that rolls. In fact, when we go to court that day, and I go to take a plea bargain, my lawyer comes at me, and I work out this deal for fleeing and eluding. They dropped the kidnapping, the assaults, and all this, because this is a rape victim, mind you. And her granddad is best friends with judges down there in the county, too. So I got everybody from the police on everybody, because once again, I got a child rapist off the street, y'all. So anyways, my lawyer gets me a 28-day work release plea bargain, and my co-defendant's in court standing out. I said, what are you doing here? Well, put it this way. My lawyer come there that morning. He had to go to the Democratic National Convention in California. But he knew. He's representing me. I don't pay no $20,000. You send no associate. You coming. You're going to show up, Mike, or Valerio, or whoever. You will be in court that morning. You might leave and leave it in his hands, like he did with Mr. Montgomery, another good lawyer. He said, look, I got this all worked out. I got to get on a plane. You see my face? We're in the courthouse that morning. You see my face? I got to go. So here, Montgomery's got it. You're not going to jail today. You got a week to get your shit in order. You got 28 days work release. I work for myself, mind you. Got a truck, Allen's Electric, So it ain't no problem with me having a job to go to work release. And I had a brand new boat named White Trash, y'all, sitting down at Chesapeake Bay, Breezy Point, Marina, Chesapeake Beach area, and a brand new Pro Line that I fished every day on. And I get the work release deal. I look at my co-defendant who was in the car. I said, what are you doing here? And he goes, well, it's court. I said, you're done. You're dismissed. You don't even go. You're not even going to get called. He goes, no, ma'am. He says, bullshit, I got a beer. So I see George there, the George Blumenthal, his lawyer, okay, the victim's grandfather. So he walks over, shakes my hand. He goes, I said, man, George, once again, I'm sorry. He says, man, I don't know how he did it. He said, I don't know how Mike Miller did it, Alan, but your money was well spent with him. You know, he said, I don't know what I could have done. He said, I could have done no better for sure. He said, but, you know, you got a hell of a deal. And now, mind you, his clients already got dismissed. He just went home. My lawyer made sure that was part of everything for me pleading to this 28 days work release for reckless driving, mind you. All the cops I took to that place, I took the state, the Calvert, the Anne Arundel, the helicopter, and throughout all that, maybe even Chesapeake Beach Police, too, might have been in on it. I don't remember so many of them. But all that, but because of the nature of the crime, this county down there played fair with me, man. They played absolutely fair with me, y'all, in Calvert County, Maryland. And then I proceeded to go to work release, come back darker tan every day because I went fishing on my boat every day. I'm not saying, but I may have took a couple correctional officers on their day off on my boat, and I took a breathalyzer every day, and I drank 24 Busch non-alcoholic beers every day and blow a 0-0. So there's a myth. There's zero alcohol in those non-alcoholic Busch NAs, y'all, because I drink a case a day. And everybody knows you drink a case of Bud Light a day. So anyways, y'all, that's a long story that cost me about $20-something thousand, okay, with my lawyer, with the bond, and everything, 20-something thousand for taking justice into my own hands, y'all. Say no to drugs. Say no to violence. On that particular instance, would I have done it again? Not in that manner. Say no to drugs. Say no to violence, y'all. Come back, see, holla at DC White Boy. Press like, y'all. I need some like and subscriptions. Recommend it to somebody else. We got good DC content coming up, y'all. All about some DC soon. Coming up next.